There was a season of King of the Sea when '07 literally brought Woosters. Just to screw with whatever they came across because I thought it'd be funny. Anyways.
Well, was that where they had God, Uwu? I can picture the guy's name. I can picture the guy's name, and he burned down the house. Okay, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What side do you want?
I'll take BOWTO. So BOWTO, remember guys, this is the first game for Cat, and BOWTO had a very good winning record so far to get to this point. BOWTO bringing an Ashitaka, an Agincourt, Georgia, an Atlantico, and a Giulio. So basically they're going all secondaries.
Yeah, I see this. Full secondary build on their...
Except for the Ashitaka. Yep.
On the side of Cat, you've got the Julio, the Derpitz B, full secondary build, the Mutsu, the Massachusetts, and the Lennon. And once again, the Massachusetts spawns next to the Lennon, starting on Polar.
Yep, and look, they're already going to join hands. Aww.
In the worst part of the map to do it.
So, just a gentle reminder for those new to the tournament. In these kinds of situations, in this tournament, it's 5-on-5, battleships only, and you have a point pool that you can pick from. So, BOWTO, bringing a Georgia, has essentially said, we are going to take one tier 9, but because of the points, that means that they are forced to take fewer higher tier ships. So you can see they only have the Atlantico at tier 8, and then they've got 2 tier 5s, Agincourt, Giulio, and Ashitaka tier 7. Versus Cat, which is doing the more kind of well-rounded setup with 3 tier 8s, a tier 6, and a tier 5.
Both of these teams' spawns suck.
Yes.
The Julios are on the open water area of the map.
I like it.
It's an interesting twist.
Mm-hmm.
And the tier 9 of the Georgia for BOWTO is coming to backfill it, but in the process of doing so has taken 18k damage.
Yep, and he's about to take more, I think, or is that going to the Giulio? That's going to the Giulio.
Going to the Giulio.
And backup 26 is still on fire, by the way. He's letting that one fire just burn away. And
I don't remember who it was, but the Lennon that allowed 2 full flames to fully burn with all of his DCPs makes me sad.
Look at Tamkun's Mutsu, though. I mean, I think it might be time to go dark, dude.
Atlantico, do it. Do it. Good shots.
Do it.
But not enough.
Do it. And he's dark. Now,
66. He's out, though.
Now's the part where he opens fire and gets spotted.
Agincourt getting dominated by the Massachusetts and Lennon.
Called it. When you're dark.
Did he shoot?
Yes, he shot the Georgia.
Why?
When you're dark, you stay dark. Unless
AK for your life. Oh, he's dark again. He's dark again.
Unless that
Julio
shot.
taking a big broadside shot from the Julio of Cat.
Unless
a lot of damage happening here.
Unless you can get a kill, there's no point in opening up with your guns. Look, he does it again.
Stop it!
It's time to stop!
4 heals! You have 4 heals! Use that, like, your team, you're okay. You've got decent position. You've got an like, what do they, if they don't kill this Mutsu, what do they kill? There's nothing. And here, he shoots again!
Yep.
Stop it!
It's time to stop!
It. He's dead. He's dead.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Nope. As a matter of fact, his heal comes back now.
TP.
So now his bad habit is being reinforced.
4K on the Georgia. Jesus, there goes the Agincourt to the Julio. Good cross shots. Look at that. The Julio had the perfect angle of the dangle. And at this point in time, Mutsu, if you're still shooting.
Of course he's still shooting. Why wouldn't he still shoot? There he goes. Now he's not shooting anymore.
You have now evened up the game when you could have had 30,000 health and charged wherever the hell you wanted.
And now we've got Admiral Barth in the Massachusetts doing The
Turpus is
Massachusetts
gonna
thing.
overpush C.
I mean, I'd rather the Turpits overpush than the Julio.
Sure, but you own these caps. Although it does look like Massachusetts has to do the swoopy to get behind this island, and he's waited a little too long for it, and now he's taking more shots. The panic press forward has been...
Yep. 5 minutes.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
At least the Lennon's not getting crushed, but take a look at the Turpits. He decides to go basically broadside to get all guns on the Hora. And all that HP advantage is now gone.
Doink.
The Julio might as well push out. You might as well help him before he just dies by himself as he pushes into the green side of the map.
I gotta say, no need for that. But hey, you know, now he's burning it twice.
Had full control of this map.
Bye-bye.
There goes the Turpits. The Massachusetts dies, and now the Julio is going to push forward because I've got to do something now. And it's going to be a slow systemic near broad to the Georgia. Nope. Changed our mind. At least we didn't do that.
Yeah, but he's getting reset,
over.
though, so it doesn't matter.
And cross shots from Atlantico and Ashitaka. Oh,
This is the second time we have seen a tier 9 pick work on Polar. And it's not because of the tier 9.
The Georgia didn't do shit, yeah.
That's what I mean. It's not because of the tier 9.
I'm angry at the Matsu. This could right now be a 3-on-4, even with all of the mistakes. Could have been a 3-on-4. So much HP left on the table.
Mm-hmm. It's not, though.
And the Julio is doomed.
I mean, you might
he's trying to cap. You might as well shoot. Yeah, there you go. Fire a little HE. Fantastic. Those may be secondaries that we just saw go off there.
How about the Lennon versus Atlantico? Cross shots coming in from the Georgia downtown.
It's a full ram.
Nope.
It's a full ram.
Well, he didn't want to. He went in.
No, I know he didn't want to, but Green, I'll take a 3-on-1 Julio any day of the week.
Mm-hmm. 2 minutes to go.
Not playing games 1 and 2.
You can see the impact.
10 games. Yeah, that's hurting him bad.
That loss of experience. And, you know, the thing is, they had all this time. They knew they had to buy all the way to this round. They could have watched BOWTO play, assuming they were being streamed. They could watch anybody play that was being streamed. Talk about
anyone, yeah.
What's working for them, what's not. Listening to casters like you and I, pointing out dumb decisions. Oh well. Georgia's going to come around and shoot him up the butt.
I mean, I've been in the position of starting a... They bounced off.
No, his main guns went like super high. They went all the way to the end of the map. He wants to secondary this guy. He's playing with his food.
That's what a backup does. There he is. He's dead. Game over. End of story. Game 1 goes to BOWTO with the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And did I have BOWTO or did you?
I did.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So, game 2, BOWTO bringing Agincourt, Julio, Atlantico, Ashitaka, Georgia. In other words, the same lineup, and this is on Big Race. I
think the same lineup as well.
Looks like
if they don't bring this Georgia around C at Alpha Spawn, I'm gonna be sad.
He's got his engine boost on. I have a feeling that's the play for him.
Make that flank, baby. A Georgia through C. And if they have something stuck in, you don't have to go right next to it in that little half moon stuck in. You can go around.
Yep. This is a fantastic spawn for the Georgia, although I don't like that he's going straight to C. I'd rather see him go up to the border and then hook south into C, because
A-line get caught off guard by him. Yeah.
Well, for one,
like the first game scenario.
That's right. You don't want to get spotted heading towards C when you are giving literally broadside to the entire enemy team, because at that point you've got two options: turn north to try to kite away and break that broadside, or turn in. Both of them are bad because it slows down your approach to C. But most importantly, if you go bow in, which is the instinctive response for most players, you pretty much completely screw over that strategy.
Truth.
Because then you're caught, you're stuck.
Well, and they had kind of a shit spawn in terms of Julio and Agincourt ending up at A. I don't like the Agincourt leading the charge.
I mean,
into A.
Look, there's 3 ships there. All of them start with the letter A, so they probably got confused.
Look at Cat, though. Look at their tier 8 ships and where they're going. Why would you bundle them in the worst possible cap?
Remember what I said earlier? In your mind, A, B is the play.
I know. But, well, it's not even A, B. It's just A.
Well, Barth has the flexibility to go B. I mean, the Moots is going B.
The Julio has the ability to be a hero here. Georgia is spotted. He is broadside. The Agincourt is spotted. God, that poor bastard. I have secondaries. It doesn't matter. Hook behind the island and pray.
Look at the shells out from the Georgia on the Turpits now. Backup versus backup. Nothing much.
And the Julio has hooked behind the island.
Well, I think they saw the Georgia and he said, holy few things.
Nope, that's a big fat no for me. This is the one map where Lennon makes so much sense.
Well, assuming you use it correctly, yes.
For Alpha. And this well, the Agincourt, believe it or not, has only taken nominal damage, but you've now taken your 3 biggest guns, and none of them have the ability to shoot anything broadside except the Georgia, but only if you overpush. Open water Lennon. Cross shots from the Georgia on the open water Lennon. Let's see how that works out for him.
Now, guys, didn't. It was nothing.
Yeah, he got lucky ducky there. That Georgia needs to just go.
I want to say for a second, you might sit there and say, wait a minute, that's not open water, GP. The Lennon's right by the island. No, he's close enough to the island to make himself feel safe, but yet far enough away to allow shells to do exactly what you saw the Georgia do. They plunged over the island and into the Lennon. He got lucky he didn't get any Citadel there.
Particularly against, and now the Massachusetts, despite, oh Lord.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing a lot of players do with carriers. They think they're safe because they're next to the island. The carrier drops torpedo bombers right at the edge of that island, and the torpedoes hit, and then they cry about the fact that, you know, these planes were able to drop. You were too far away from the island.
Like, not taking into account what ships these are, this Mutsu needs to be 3 ship lengths forward and flat along this. Because if they push Agincourt or Atlantico into A, he has the most ideal broadside on them imaginable.
Well, now,
what are they doing about the Georgia?
Right now, he's
Julio,
taking
open water.
Right now, he's taking pot shots on the Atlantico in the background.
H.E. Julio from Cat.
Yep,
Why
I see it.
you ever have H.E. loaded here? Atlantico on a beautifully broadside Julio from BOWTO. Punish. No. The Georgia turned right.
Yeah,
that's a mistake.
Georgia is doing what he should absolutely not do. We brought this up last time today, even, that we were on big race. You cap C and then you push around. You don't turn in because you completely waste that entire flanking advantage that you had built.
Weirdly enough, it's 405, even with a slight capping advantage to the red team of Cat. Agincourt is going to die here. They're finally pushing.
Look at the shells.
Massachusetts.
Nope.
Close.
Close.
Ashitaka needs to get closer here.
Well,
early torps on the Turpits.
he played pretty far away before, and those torps don't even have range right now.
The Julio is proximity spotted by the Georgia and is sitting there.
Yeah.
While the Georgia I'll give him this. He's got beautiful broadsides on. The Massachusetts, he takes about 9K off
They
of him.
connect, finally.
There goes the egg court.
I think that was the first salvo that connected of the Georgia. He fired 3 or 4, trying to take advantage of the
weirdly
broadsides.
enough, that Julio being in there
Mm-hmm.
has stopped the cap.
Yep. Yep.
And so while this is all happening, Cat is ticking points. That's a dead Georgia for Massachusetts. No, come
Nope.
on, Georgia.
Nope. So check this out. Look at the Lenin. The Lenin is now. The Lenin is now going to give it to him.
No.
Oh, he comes
Why?
out and he shoots at the Georgia. Says, "Here, shoot me now." Here comes the response. Nope.
He's shooting at he's got to kill the. Oh, he shoots at the Turpits.
Turpits.
Why would you not shoot at the Lenin? You could literally one tap him there.
Well, whatever. The Turpits is dead.
They're gonna cap the Julio is gonna cap
Nope.
C.
Nope. The other one's getting in there.
Oh wow.
I mean, guys, this is
All
this
I
is.
can say
Oh,
is,
there's the Doman. There's the
there
hits.
it is. Okay, the world is right again. Was that from the
The
Julio?
Georgia. Nope, that was from
That was
backups
the
Georgia. And now he's doing exactly what he should be doing. He should have done before, which is getting in the
Well,
backfield.
he could have killed the Julio and
Yeah.
then done all of this.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. In this setup,
God.
it doesn't matter what tier the ship is. It's still a battleship, so it's still a 100-point swing when you get a kill. Take the free kill.
Julio of Cat is still firing HE.
Well, he's a backup for a reason, perhaps. Oh! Lennon at 399. Atlantico.
Dead.
Who's going to die
Dead.
first?
Dead.
It's the Lennon.
It's so close on points, 155, but there goes the Atlantico, and that swings it.
And now the Massachusetts is safe-ish.
Red is in the lead, despite the Georgia being able to murder the Julio.
Dude, look at the clock.
To the Matsu,
Look at the
who
clock.
just chunks him.
Look at the clock. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes.
I bet you wish you saved your torps, Mr. Matsu.
Time to throw. And how about the fact that the Mutsu is backing up here?
Massachusetts broadside on Georgia.
Nope.
Oh, could have been better. Why are you turning left? You just saw what
Oh,
happened.
Citadel to the Georgia.
Red wins.
Oh my God. Cat's going to come away with
Massachusetts
this.
gets shot.
Oh, the rear turrets fire and they miss.
Oh, the humanity!
But the Georgia gets burnt down.
Okay, wait. Double throw here.
Double throw.
Ashitaka's
Well,
54 seconds, Ashitaka!
It's the 1 minute.
Julio on Julio?
It's the 1 minute, the double throw. It's the counter throw time. Remember?
Shoot him in his Julio face!
He does that.
Okay?
He does that.
You kill him. You kill him. He's dead. Ashitaka, if you ram the Massachusetts, you win. No, you lose.
You lose.
I lied. No. The Julio lives.
There's
if
not
the
enough
Julio
time.
lives and you ram him, yeah.
There's not
He
enough time
waited
for
too
that
long.
ram.
He's got 55,000 health. What have you been doing, Banana Rama?
I mean, he's been playing Japanese battleship in the backfield. Here we go. There's the kill. There's the point swing.
Oh.
Not enough.
Not enough. No, it's 100 points. And oh my God.
Are you not entertained, chat? Are you not entertained?
Oh, Cat! Stealing one from BOWTO.
I mean, look at them. It's so cute. They're trying to eat the torpedo. They ate the torpedo in the first game. They were... Oh my God.
Help. Reached out to me. I spent some, it was a little late. We did it on a Thursday, but I'm not going to give away who it is just yet, but I can tell you they're one of 8 teams still in the winner's bracket. So And that's what this tournament's all about. Like, how often do you get access to Lord Zath watching your team and giving you feedback?
Or Game Prodigy, for that matter.
Only in tournaments and only Lennon play.
Well, not okay for you maybe, but for me, I mean, that's my channel, right? Like, we do a lot of this kind of stuff. All right, let's get into this game here. BOWTO versus Cat, tied up 1-1. This is a best of 3. We're on Trident. Let's see if
Best of 5. Best of 5.
Oh, did I say best of 3? Sorry, best of 5.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. And we're on Trident. The Alpha Spawn, GP says, is the weaker side, right?
It is.
Let's see what happens. BOWTO bringing
once again, look, dude.
Bringing Agincourt, Atlantico, Ashitaka, Julio, and Georgia. Georgia speed boosting all the way to the other side of the map. I like that. What do we got for Cat?
Turbis, Massachusetts, and Lennon all going to the disadvantageous side of the Bravo spawn. Julio and Matsu going to the west, but I'm seeing 2 trends on both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Trend number 1 of Cat, their tier 8s seem to systemically want to be together. And for BOWTO, this poor Agincourt is the sacrificial lamb. He is alone and slow. How do you give up a B cap from Bravo? It hurts the soul.
I mean,
they have to win C now. They have to win C. And look at this Georgia. Come on, Georgia.
It's a function of the Lennon's not sure where's the safest place to go, so he's going to the spot on the island that makes him feel safe, but does absolutely nothing for him or the team.
Well, this is the advantage of speed boost in Georgia, because they don't know he's there yet.
Nope. Oh, and Julio.
That's not even the Agincourt.
No?
The tier 8's all focus firing. Here's the Georgia shots on a near broadside Lennon, though. This could be catastrophic.
Nope.
It's not, but keep going, Georgia. Angle, angle, angle now. Angle, angle,
Turn
angle.
away.
Turbines needs to deal with this.
I feel like backups, all of his shells have been falling short. I think he's aiming at the waterline at long range. And at long range, you need to add a little bit of aim up to take into account the arc and the plunge.
Is this the Georgia?
Yeah. See, there's the other salvo, falls short again. He's aiming too low.
If he gets this island, the problem is, if he gets the island and there's something to help him, then great, but the Julio's going to die, and then he's going to be alone, and the Turbis can just charge him.
See, he's doing the default bow in. He's slowing down. He's going to allow himself to lose one of his greatest assets, which is his speed.
That's a dead Julio. Miss. Lennon
connects.
HE firing derpits. I mean, if I'm BOWTO, I'm saying, hey, there's a tier 5. Basically alone at this point. They don't know what the Matsu's doing. It doesn't matter. In A, if they can take A and own either side of this island, it is strategically the most powerful position on this map. Dislodge that. Ideally with a Lennon, which is not an available option, unfortunately. And here comes the Turpits. He's going for it, baby.
Speaking of Lennon, take a look at where he is. He decided to leave the island, and he's just sitting south of B. Why not go in the cap at that point?
Don't go in the cap. I mean, he's at least leveraging that island to protect him from the Georgia. There's the Torps.
But the point I'm trying to make is...
Look at the Turpins Torps!
I know, I see it. The point I'm trying to make is that the Georgia is focused on the Turpits right now. There's no way in hell he's going to be like, oh, let me take a moment and shoot the Lennon, who I haven't been able to connect with in 2 salvos already. Okay? HE from the Turpits. Lol. The other thing that we're seeing here... The other thing that we're seeing here is the advantage of Georgia. If you look at his setup, he took the acceleration module instead of damage control party modification 2. So what does that mean? That means that as soon as he ends his engine boost, he just goes.
Watch this Massachusetts. This Georgia is given more broadside than the one we saw from Raider.
Because again, he is super focused on the Turpits. And I mean, the Turpits is making it easy for him. Look, he's even giving broadside. Bye-bye Turpits.
Look at this. The Lenin doing some right here. He is pushing forward. Bow into the Atlantico, who can't do shit to him, but firing at the Julio, who has gone dark. It's 430 though.
Who's also survived.
240.
Can we take a minute and appreciate the fact that he survived and he's smart enough to go dark and heal?
Yes. And at this point, the Lenin can't ram.
Well, he can. It's just disadvantageous.
He's going to.
No, he's going for the drive-by. He's going for the drive-by.
The guns aren't pre-turned.
Nope. That's a can I ram? And he can't get the guns on target.
Agincourt.
Bye-bye. So
maybe
the problem with that, there it is.
There it is.
Nope. Yep. The problem with that moment, and Chad, if you guys could take a clip of that, when they did the drive-by, right? Turrets weren't pre-turned. You can tell that the Lenin probably said, "Can I ram?" And they was told no. He was already planning on it. Was waved off from the ram. Wasn't prepared for the drive-by. That's his mistake. Atlantico wasn't ready with the turrets either. He fired too soon. He got excited. Maybe was zoomed in, and because of that, all the shells missed. Not all of them, but you know.
He GP'd it.
Yeah, look at the Ashitaka though. Dead Ashitaka.
Doesn't matter though.
How?
The Georgia has to die to this Massachusetts, and the Massachusetts with 3 heals. Look at the difference here.
Mm-hmm.
The Georgia, despite some weird maneuvers, has used all of his heals but 1.
Mm-hmm.
Huge value.
Oh yeah, and he's kiting away. I mean, this is the strong position for a Georgia. Ow.
If the Mass could have killed the Georgia, it was Georgia into Julio, into Atlantico, but there's not enough time. Broadside Massachusetts to the Julio. He's near stationary. They miss. Second half of the guns aren't gonna miss. Boom. And that's a dead Massachusetts. We're going. That's about 2. From the disadvantageous spot, in my semi-professional opinion, taking the W's. And again, the Georgia could have crushed House if he would have kept using his speed, but they got away with murder.
And it's another one of those cases where you learn a bad habit, and that bad habit is reinforced because you win. I mean, the Turpits totally whiffed the shells. Turpits didn't have his turrets pre-turned. He was looking at someplace else. He didn't have his rear turrets pre-turned on the Georgia. He had HE in the barrels. I mean, there are so many mistakes made that allows that Georgia player to think, hey, what I did is good and awesome and won the battle.
Yep.
And, I not to toot my horn, our horn, but if they're not watching this stream, they're not learning any of it.
I mean, my biggest gripe about this game is it does oftentimes reinforce bad habits. This is the move. The ram for BOWTO.
Let's witness this ram.
There we go. And that does it. Your winner, not Cat. My bad. Your winner is BOWTO.
Did I hit the right button?
Most of them are press accounts.
Yes. So they've got all the flags in the world. It's just a question if they choose to use them, because flags aren't consumed in training room. All right, so BOWTO, Game 4, Solomon Islands, Ashitaka, Agincourt, Georgia in the middle, Atlantico, and Giulio all the way on the flank.
You got options.
Mm-hmm.
On the side of Cat with 1A, you've got the Giulio, the Lenin, the Mutsu, the Massa, and the Turpits. So this is a bad spawn for Cats. You don't want both of your secondary ships at sea, unfortunately, but If that Lenin goes to the middle and gets that
Uh-huh.
cross shot, that's huge.
That's what I was just gonna say. If you were planning on going strong C anyways, this isn't a bad spawn for you because you got your 2 secondary ships that could just steamroll, potentially. Assuming the Lenin goes...
Strong C is Alpha's play.
Yeah, typically, yes, because that island
Sure.
draws people in. Yeah. But take a look at what George is doing. Nope, 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 nope. This is a small map. That engine boost will absolutely allow you to relocate extremely quickly.
Well, if the Georgia can get around the backside, the Bravo spawn at least has the volcano to protect them. And you would assume 2 secondary ships, 1 with torpedoes, and apparently a Lenin. God, this is such a gross waste of ship. But you should assume they should be able to just steamroll a Agincourt and an Ashitaka.
Mm-hmm.
They're deploying. Both teams are deploying on opposite sides of the map.
Yep.
So it's going to be about who makes the second move correctly.
So, I'm looking at Team BOWTO's signal flags. I've gone through all of them now except for the Julio. Looking at them now, all of them are wearing protection. That means they are using Juliet Charlie, which they should. And I'm not seeing a lot of ramming flags, actually. The Julio has it, which is smart because you're the lowest tier ship. You better have the ramming flag so you can ram essentially higher than your tier. Let's take a look
at the
Cat.
Matsu of Cat. What are you doing here? Why
Dying?
are you here? Why are you here?
He's choosing death. And guys, what we mean by that is, 1, he's out in the open, and 2, like, he's got no escape. He's in.
There's a beautiful place for him to go. And if he is the one holding B cap against the Atlantico, who appears to be going to that same, that's such a win.
Yep.
Unless they're going to push through B with Agincourt Atlantico. Here we go. They're already rounding the corner. Bold. Nope. No. He beached.
Talking about the Turpits
Could have been
here?
awesome. Yeah, could have been awesome.
Yeah, but, I mean, he needs to wait till the Massachusetts catches up.
This is a very dead Julio. Your best bet, if you're fairies here, is to shoot at the Georgia and ram the other Julio. You're not going to kill the Georgia. You're not going to be able to get to him.
So,
Put as much damage on him as you can.
This Turpit's Black is not wearing protection. Back
That
up
irritates
25.
Lord Zap. He keeps getting beached on this corner.
And that irritates Game Prodigy.
It irritates me a lot. Because
Mutsu.
Amatsu is pushed into B. You're dead. Goodbye.
You can't do that until the enemy team is
Julio's
focusing on
not-
C.
Okay, A+ to BOWTO. Rather than pushing they saw what a ridiculous advantage
Yep.
they had at A, and rather than letting the Julio ram the Julio, they peeled him. And now it's just Georgia kills Julio, who's backing up.
Look at Mutsu's torps. Look at his torps. He's going to score both of them on the Agincourt. And then he's torping the Atlantico.
Good value.
I mean,
good value for a bad play.
He's giving up his life, but what the hell? The Agincourt's actually flooding.
They finally turned the corner, but the Turpits
Oh my God! He
right.
got.
He's turned right, and he's completely blocked the Massachusetts.
Not only
the amount of anger that has to be happening in that chat right now.
Oh my God!
Is immeasurable.
Meanwhile,
they've taken out 2. And all that's left is the tier 8s, and they're
Meanwhile-
cuddle-puddled together.
Yep, and that should have been a dead Atlantico, but because the Turpits there is trying to form Voltron, they're not going to get the kill on the Atlantico. Plain and simple.
And they got 3 fires on these ships in the process.
The other thing I want to mention is the fact that the Georgia was allowed to just run roughshod all over that Julio. He backed up instead of trying to go for the ram.
Ram him, yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you know you're that screwed, it's like, okay, how do you want to die? Do you want to die quick and painless or slow and painful? He chose slow and painful and didn't do anything for his team either.
I cannot believe Bravo is like the Georgia's a non-factor at this. Like they have a weird advantage right now on Cat side. There's nothing shooting, but the tier 7 and the tier 5.
Mm-hmm.
The Georgia's completely out of play. Will he stay and get the cap? I would assume so.
It looks like he's
Yes.
slowing down.
Weird speed boost.
He's got
But
an engine
they're
boost.
going to be able to kill. They could kill. They could kill these 3 ships.
Yep.
Purpose
So
needs to kill the Atlantico.
you said weird speed boost. The thing is that he probably popped that so he could stop quicker.
Yeah, maybe.
And also so he can accelerate quicker once he's got the cap. And look how quickly he's moving now. That's that propulsion module.
If they could kill the Atlantic, if the Atlantico lives, the game's over. The Lenin is stopped. You're down.
Yeah.
You got to move, man. You got to constantly be moving with this Turpitz. Otherwise, the Turpitz is going to get ISO'd, and that's what's happening. And then the Lenin is going to get ISO'd, and the Georgia's going to be able to shoot the Massachusetts. Dead Turpitz.
How about this?
Throw those 6 kilometers towards South.
How about that Ashitaka? Unfortunately, goes down to the Lenin, but he got really good broadsides for a bit there on the Turpitz. All right, so we want a game 5, so Cat needs to.
Well, I'm gonna put in for a.
Go ahead, do a search, see what you can find. Because I agree with you. I don't think we're gonna. I just don't see it.
No, there's no way.
I don't see it. The biggest reason
Lenin's
for that.
gonna get crushed.
Yep, is that BOWTO doesn't have their own Lenin to go and throw away, so we're gonna see.
Well, how I saw this working for them, if they killed the Atlantico right now, okay, then the Lenin and the Massachusetts, in theory, if the Julio was dumb, could have focus fired him, while the Lenin bowed into the Georgia and killed him, and then Lenin rams Georgia with the Massachusetts living for a win. You don't win on points, you don't win on time, but the Atlantico living, and look, he's running away.
Smart.
Back up 112. Ape, if you stop, I'm speaking so highly of you right now. All you have to do is run away. If you stop and try and fight, you're just inviting disaster.
Yep.
And the Lenin should be shooting at the Julio.
Yes.
Because if the Julio dies, the Lenin can still go forward and potentially shoot the Atlantico. He's running away, but he doesn't know that. And ram the Georgia for the win. That's the only way you win.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lenin is shooting at the Julio with his butt turret, or his third turret. Good
Third
hit.
turret, but is that enough?
Nope. The Massachusetts can't afford to be slow here. I don't think he's at full speed.
Just now is.
Yeah.
And is weirdly giving too much angle to the Georgia. Respect the Georgia more than the Julio.
I mean,
Julio
I would.
On fire now. Insta DZPs it. Is trying to run and go dark. See how he's not trying to turn left and shoot? That's the correct play.
Yep. Yep.
If he can go dark, they win. If the Atlantico runs away like he did, they win. 32 seconds. This is a done deal.
I think so.
BOWTO from the Alpha, but ending up in the Bravo. So Bravo spawn still ended up winning in my own distorted mind. Taking it in 4.
All right. Have you asked about game 5?
I've put it out there. I haven't heard back. We can, so if you want to go and see the SoFso game right away, I think that's our 100% best bet.
Okay.
I think that's where we go.
I will do that.